Greetings, fellow captains, and welcome back to another episode of World of Warships Legends with the Hive Hand. And today we're going to be taking our first look at the HENRI IV, or the HENRI IV, the brand new legendary Italian cruiser. This absolute beautiful little ship comes with 53,300 hit points. 19% torpedo damage reduction, 9 240mm main battery guns, with my specific build, which I'll run over in a moment. We've got the reload down to 10 seconds, 18.2 kilometer firing range, 25% fire chance. It's also equipped with 2 triple launchers, torpedo launchers, one either side, that have a 9 kilometer range at 60 knots and do 14,833 damage. A very good AA rating of 85. Maneuverability, so my particular build, it does 37.8 knots, has an 840 meter turning circle and a 9-second rudder shift time, and a concealment range of 12.3 kilometers. Now, I am running Andre Lemonet with Francesco Membelli and Ivan B. Delightful as my inspirations, both bringing down reload time. I'm running Beyond Range, Igniter, Velocious, Fixated, and Refill Station to get a bit of extra range. Although, honestly, I think fully packed would be a very, very good choice for this build. That additional reload booster will be, and an additional heal, of course, would be incredibly helpful. Right, okay, so here we go. We are getting ourselves into the fight here slowly. I've played about 30 games in the HENRI now, so I'm starting to get a very good feel for the ship. I don't typically like to rush out reviews, because you can have a couple of good games, you can have a couple of bad games, and that can really put a flaw in your opinion on a ship if you're not smart. And so I like to take a little bit more time and get to grips. Now, one thing to note, that the HENRI's guns are really good. I don't know what the shell velocity figures are, but they seem to be very quick. You have very low arc, and they're very accurate, and they hit quite hard. The HE shells also have a really good chance. 25% is a very high chance of catching fire, and you can, when you've got that good of a fire chance, you can pretty much guarantee a fire as and when you want it, and that is something that we're definitely going to capitalize in this match. Hopefully, in all fairness, I can't actually remember this match off the top of my head. I just know this was one of the ones that I'd saved. And hopefully we get to showcase the armor piercing. But yeah, so the HE is excellent, but do not sleep on the armor piercing, especially if you've already got multiple fires on a ship, or there's a broadside cruiser, even a broadside battleship. You will put big oofs on. So that Giuseppe Verdi is looking like, are they going to be our victim? Is that our fire? It's not our fire, it's the Schlieffen's fire. So there we go. They've already lost a battleship. We are 1 ship up. We're 100 points up, and everything is going okay. We have just lost A, despite having. In all fairness, if you look at the other side of the map, we've got a destroyer, cruiser, and a battleship, fending off 3 battleships and a cruiser. So it's a little bit rough going for them. Although their DD is yet to have been spotted. We don't know where their destroyer is at this time. But we do know where their Minotaur is now, at least. Am I going to make... Yes, I do make the right decision. I do switch to armor piercing. Although that is a Minotaur, and he's got a lot of stuff firing at him. So chances are he's not going to be around for too much longer. And we finally find their DD. That Worcester's absolutely raining the HE hell down on us. Slam on the brakes. Do some torpedo dodging here. I hold my turn in because I don't want to overturn and turn into the torpedoes, because let's be honest with you, that would be incredibly embarrassing. The cruiser with me pops his radar, makes this Z46 a relatively easy target. I considered using the reload booster, but I was like, honestly, I'd rather keep this for a target that's got a bit more hit points. It would have been a bit of a waste. And the Schlieffen kills the Worcester with a close quarters expert from about 12 kilometers away from him. So yeah, we have lost our cruiser on our battleship that was over at 8, which in all fairness I think was going to be pretty inevitable at this point. But we have it looks like we're making gains. We're about to cap C. We have taken out their DD. We have taken out their Worcester. We have taken out their Verdi. So we do have the ship advantage, despite being marginally behind on points. But we are about to secure C. And let's be honest, this Minotaur, yeah, he's absolutely on borrowed time. I don't even know if my shells are going to reach this guy. No, there we go. There's the Schlieffen again. Dev strike. And absolutely ruining that guy's day. Now, it's just one of those things in matches that like I hate. And I don't want to shoot this Yamato who's AFK. I do remember this battle now. Like he's clearly AFK. This is just farming damage. But I don't like doing it. But if I'd left this Yamato alone, obviously I don't think my team would let him live. There's no one else to shoot at the moment either. So like not shooting at him would potentially be a bit of a silly thing to do. But yeah, had this guy not been AFK, I fear the outcome of this game would have been significantly different to how it turned out. Let's see, like average sort of heavy cruiser gameplay. We haven't got massive DPM, but we're building up that damage slowly over time. We're up to 52k. We've got some fires on this Yamato. As you see, I'm starting to sort of look. I can see one of their active battleships are coming in. They are coming into range, and I definitely want to take shots as soon as possible. We did have a 2-ship lead, but that has just dropped with the enemy Schlieffen picking up a kill on one of our battleships. So everything is looking kind of even. It is 3 battleships and a cruiser against 3 cruisers and 2 battleships. So we have slightly got an advantage. We are 2 points behind. So there's very little difference in there. And this whole match has been close from is going to remain close as well from start to finish. And there we go. The enemy Schlieffen finally appears. Like, he's got a lot of health left, considering we're just over halfway through the battle. My first shot looks like it missed. Second salvo, there we go, and we score another fire. That is one thing that I can say you can consistently do with this ship, is score fires. Schlieffen's obviously used his damage con already, so obviously we're going to aim to get, there we go, we get another fire on him. We're just going to leave that burn. We're just gonna leave that burn and try and set the curve first on fire, because again, like the curve first, look, a lot of health left. Definitely not an insignificant amount of hit points. And the third battleship, like Not as healthy, but that is a Kurfürst. That's a lot of hit points. That's still got to be like 40, 50k. He automatically turns out and tries to get away. Obviously, we're going to try and set him on fire as well, and we do successfully. Another fire. GK and the Schlieffen both appear to have put their fires out. This shot, ladies and gentlemen, pay attention to where I aimed. Give it a second. Wait till you see where these shells land. I found this very odd. Yeah, like halfway up the frickin' mountain. Like, RNG, are you sure about that? We do actually get spotted by the GK. We start to back up. One thing about the HENRI, it's not the fastest ship. Like, honestly, removing a rudder for a propulsion mod, I don't think would entirely be a terrible idea for the ship. But the Kurfürst had the cheek to shoot at us, so obviously we're going to try and set him on fire again. That is our only mission. And yeah, there we go. Fire secured. That is going to be one angry little German. And hopefully we're going to get a good burn. So as you can see, my teammates have pushed away. I'm not getting the fully packed range buff from them anymore. There's a second fire on the Kurfürst. That Schlieffen, look how low we got that Schlieffen down to as we just creep over 100,000 points. One thing I've not seen in a while is their cruiser. We've seen all their battleships. We've lost 2 of our cruisers, 1 of our battleships. So the Schlieffen has had a hell of a game. I am Jack there, as you can see, is like he's put in work. He's running low on hit points, and unfortunately he is lost. So it's just myself and the other cruiser left now against 2 battleships and a cruiser. Although we just score our witherer on the Gross Kurfürst. I think that GK with those 2 fires is probably just gonna die. I don't know why our cruiser pushed him. There's probably no need to. But, you know, securing kills and all that. But obviously, as well, as you can tell now, we have that points gap has broadened. They are now almost 80 points ahead of us, and we take a salvo from the Brindisi. We do fire back. We score minor damage, no fires or anything, and that is of course when we get spotted by the GK. But GK's gun accuracy, HENRI's kind of trollish armor, we do manage to get away with that. I am in no rush here, ladies and gentlemen, to push or get involved in a fight. We've got C, our cruisers capping A. I'm capping B. If I can utilise using this island and not have to fight either the Brindisi or the GK, I'm happy. Now, I thought to myself here, and as you can see, that's where I fired the torps. I think, like, the Brindisi's going to come out of there. I was not expecting him to push that quickly. I thought he would have sat there and capped C and then pushed out. But it looks like Colin does YouTube. Maybe he got overexcited when he seen the new ship. Maybe he was looking for some clips. We take a nasty bit of damage. Although I don't know if you noticed then, obviously we did use our reload booster. But if you pay attention, ladies and gentlemen, to those torpedoes that I pre-fired at that corner, like, they're not the fastest in the world, but they do hit for almost 15k. As Colin retreats into his smoke, we get our defend ribbon and pop. There we go, gets hit by a torpedo. And that is actually only our second kill of the game, even though we have farmed the enemy team for 152,000. We pop our last heal. Yeah, I'm thinking more and more that maybe fully packed it actually. Like, take my advice. Don't do as I say, not what I do, and equip fully packed instead. Like, as you can see, like, this game's tight. There's 40 odd seconds left. I'm easily a one shot for the GK. I'm assuming our teammates are one shot for the GK. He's fought hard this battle so far. So this is genuinely down to the wire stuff. I fired a little bit prematurely there. No jokes, please, ladies and gentlemen. Trolley armor, somehow we managed to get away with that, and then of course we set another fire, and that secures the GK's fate, sends him off to Davy Jones's locker, and we win that battle with 153,000 damage, just shy of 3k base XP. You can see the Drake there with 2,300, putting in an excellent show as well. So I hope you enjoyed, and of course, until next time, take care.